potentially. I'll wait to have people tell me. But I think I'm live. OBS is being really stupid today, y'all. Oh, my mic is peaking. That should be better. OBS is being real dumb today. So we're gonna kind of hope that we make it through this. Chat. Huh. Things aren't coming through chat yet. Oh. Okay. Allie's on Twitch. Am I getting stuff from YouTube? But it looks like people are here. Looks like we are somewhat good to go. YouTube is not working. Okay. Here's the thing. I think YouTube might be working, but it's not on the stream that I created beforehand. Yeah, there's two streams, and the one on YouTube is not the right one. Can you send people to the other one? In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna delete this one. Should be able to delete this stream, right? Or is... OBS wasn't recognizing that I had created a stream beforehand for YouTube. And so I had to create a new one. Silly OBS. And I'm having trouble deleting this stream. So... yeah, if one of the mods can just direct people away from the fake YouTube stream. OBS. Why are you dumb? Oh my god, could I just open the stream, please? That would be so awesome. Yeah, technology is not on my side today. But we're making it work. Clearly we're... oh, you did. Okay. People are people over at the right stream now? Okay, yeah, that's much better. We still have 3 waiting in the old dead stream, but whatever. Yeah, so we're live today designing my favorite god, Artemis. So how this came about was I was chilling in VC with some people, bored. I knew I wanted to draw, didn't know what I wanted to draw. So someone said, oh, you should just design your favorite god in Epic. And I realized my favorite god isn't in Epic. I love Artemis. But Artemis does not make an appearance in Epic. And, I don't know if people are peopling. Yes. I don't know if Jay made a TikTok where he talked about, I know he made a TikTok where he talked about all of the gods, powers and stuff. I don't remember if he mentioned Artemis or not, because it wasn't in Epic. I think he just talked about the ones, I'm sure Elliot knows. I think he just talked about the ones where, like, the ones in God games, right? And how their powers would work. But I wanted to imagine Artemis in Epic, my version of Artemis. So, I went with a dual hand crossbow wielding... I think the only non-epic god he talked about was Dionysus. Okay, yeah. So I went with a dual hand crossbow wielding, like, dark assassin. I wanted to lean more into, and there's a disclaimer on stream here that says not canon, and that's because I have not spoken to Jay about this at all. So he might have a version of Artemis in his head that is nothing like what I'm creating here. I'll probably mention it to him when I start developing the game and stuff, and say, I have some ideas for how I want this god to be, but he might go, yo, actually, I already have the god, here you go. So, none of this is canon, make that known. Oh my god! Huh? Elliot? Elliot? Did you mean to do that? Was that meant to be $1.50? Tell me that was meant to be $1.50. Oh, that was meant to be $1.50? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Elliot, thank you? Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. So that, if I'm not crazy, that means I now owe you just under no. I owe you over an hour of designing something for you? So this stream might have just pivoted? Oh my god. Okay, I was not prepared for this. You want me to design Hades? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm speechless. Wow. So, the original, design of the stream was going to be me doing this render of Artemis, but Elias just tipped a whole crap load, so I might have to reevaluate how I do these donation things, because now the whole stream should just be me drawing Hades. Yeah, guys, let's design Hades in Epic and how he would look. So I'm gonna need some ideas, because I've never thought about this. Thank you so much, Elliot. Yes, I'm definitely reevaluating life. Okay, guys, what do we think for Hades in Epic? Right now, I'm sure a lot of us, our ideas of what Hades would look like in Epic is tainted by, not tainted, but inspired by Hadestown, and I think at one point Jay even said, like, he considered just plucking Hadestown straight out. Oh my god, wet Hades, yeah. We'll just draw Meadow. I'm pretty sure Jay once just considered, like, plucking Hades directly out of Hadestown and just doing that version. And then Casper made him, long hair? Interesting, I never pictured him with long hair, but that could work. And my life is yours. So many people are giving their lives away like this these days. So, oh my god, I can't get over this. Elliot, you are amazing. That is awesome. Long dark hair. Wow, okay, so everyone seems to think long dark hair. I really like the idea of him being a rapper, is the thing. Like, after Casper released his Hades rap, I pictured him as almost like an Eminem Slim Shady rapper kind of guy who's just fed up with his job. But, yeah, I'm looking for input from you guys, especially from Elliot, the big man. But long dark hair seems to be... Let's do, like, a slick back long hair look. That's an interesting idea. Hades rapping would be crazy. Do we do Hades doing, like, a rap battle? That could be cool. Hades, like, rapping against, I don't know, other gods, potentially. Is everything okay with the stream, by the way, y'all? Everyone can see my iPad screen here. We're in Procreate. Okay, the first thing we need to nail down before we do the design is, when I say long, it's like longer than you, like, shoulder blade length. Okay, yeah. Down to the shoulder length. I want long dark hair and then Hades aspects from Hercules. Oh, like from Disney's Hercules. Okay. Maybe braids? Yo, Hades with braids? That's never even crossed my mind. So it's partially inspired by... Okay, the first thing we need to nail down, because I always do a pose first. Pose it out and then work on the design of the character. So what is Hades doing here? What is Hades doing so I can lay down a pose and then we'll do the actual, like, design elements. Oh, and when you say long, you mean down to his waist. Have a float design? Do you mean like he should be floating? I could... Floating, contemplating. Wait, are you thinking like a... I'm gonna draw a stick figure here so we can nail down the pose. Like a guy that's floating and like considering like that. Like floating on his back. Having his hair be a fiery blue like Disney's Hercules would be brilliant. Do you mean... What did you miss, Cool Wolf? You missed Elliot tipping a fucking $150. And now we're drawing Hades. Lost in thought thinking about his wifey? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a horizontal thing here. And we want him, like, you said considering thinking about his wifey? Thinking about, that's Persephone, right? Yes. So, we'll have action line like that. When you say fiery blue like Disney's Hercules, do you mean like he should have the flame hair? Or do you mean like his hair should just be blue? Because I like the idea of it not being fire, but just being blue. As like an homage. And people seem to be thinking long hair. And if we're doing floaty, I can give him like zero gravity hair. So like it's floating all around him. Okay, blue, got it. You guys will soon find that I am not the fastest drawer in the West. So we're going to get through as much as we can here. Let's say, yeah, he's like on his side like that. Should we have his leg crossed? Like he's... I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm thinking for a pose something like, you know, floating back, legs crossed, like that. Kind of pondering. Does he have a signature weapon? Does he have like a like, I don't think he has a pitchfork, but does he have a signature weapon like Poseidon's trident or Zeus's lightning bolt? Yeah, that would be 6. Zero grab hair. What about a wispy blue like the Leth? What's the Leth? A Bident? The River Leth. We need to look up the River Leth. River Leth. Okay, it's like another one of the spirity rivers in the underworld, it looks like. Cool. I like that. I like that. Very... I do like the idea of him having river designs. He has a spear? Does he? Hades weapon. I'm probably just gonna get the video game. Yep, it's just all the weapons from the video game. We'll say Greek mythology Hades weapon. Oh, yeah, it is like a forked spear. It is a Bident. He has an invisibility hat. Who exactly am I drawing? We're drawing Hades right now. We're coming up with fan, non-canonical designs for Hades. Liam, just so you know, update Twitch when you get a chance since this is not Elden Ring. Ah, so true. So true. Normally OBS does that for me, but like I said, it's being stupid today. Very dumb. Twitch. Do I do this live? How easy of a fix is this? Oh god. Oh god, I can hear myself. Okay, oh yeah, that ain't right. Let's just say designing gods from the epic universe. Because we're not on any specific god now. Designing gods from the epic universe. And we'll say done. Okay. That should be better, I think. I mean, Hermes gives it to Perseus, but it's from Hades? Is that the... Oh, that's the invisibility hat helmet thing. So maybe we could give him, like... Oh, God. I don't know how else to describe this, but, like, a pimp hat. Like one of those really flashy, like, has a feather in it kind of deal. And it can make him invisible. There's something about a pimp hat with really long hair that... Oh, he's giving Bard vibes if we do that. I'll let you guys discuss whether you like the idea of a pimp hat Hades, but a fedora? Is that too close to Hades Town? Make him a Discord mod? Hold on. Neckbeard. Instant Discord mod. Okay, we gotta finish this pose. So he's got one leg up because he's floating, and the other leg is like leaning over it. Just the douchiest pose you could possibly imagine. That would be his... Do we do his back leg and then his front leg is flipped over? Because if we want him to be doing... Hold on, I gotta do the artist thing where you pose yourself. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, so we do this. I always imagine Hermes with a hat like that. Like what, like the pimp hat? Can someone find out if that has an actual name other than pimp hat? It's like... It's almost like an American sombrero, like the really wide, ostentatious... I don't know what you'd call that. But picture the scummy person. Picture someone scummy, and it's what you're picturing them wearing. We're gonna pinch this down because I always make feet too big. Feet are like the hardest things for me to draw, I swear to God. What's exclamation mark game art? What does that mean? That seems like some sort of command thingy. I don't know how Twitch works, y'all. Is that Bob Ross? Hey, Bob. How you doing, bud? Guys, I freaking love Bob Ross. I got, like, really into him for a bit there. Bought all the oil paints and stuff. Went outside all the time. Painted trees. I feel like feet are so hard to draw, I feel you. I know! They seem so easy. Like, there's no way hands are easier. That just doesn't seem right. His legs look quite close together, but, you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. You know? I do also imagine Hades very lanky. Very, like, long-limbed and skinny, so... Oh, you're trying to change the category to art. Is it still not on art? My God. I set it to art in OBS! And it just said... No, I guess. Goddamn. Tall boy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, he's a tall boy. Make him a little lankier. Okay. And then he's doing like a considering pose. Like he's got one arm down like this and then that arm in there and up like that. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. One arm should be like almost down to the knee and then come over. I live in your vents. Are you a small boy? Itty bitty? Not tall? I always associate the word tall boy with, there's one, like, if anyone's ever played the Dishonored games, there's an enemy that stands on stilts and shoots rockets at you, and they're called tall boys, so whenever I hear tall boy, I go into fight or flight mode. Maybe a little peach fuzz. Like that? That's what you mean, right? Just a few wisps. Just a tiny bit of hair on his chin. Oh God, he looks like a philosopher if I do that. Let's see. Got the arm with the really short forearm apparently. Just barely 4'11". That's... I guess, yeah, that's not tall. But I've definitely known shorter people. 4'11". I think the shortest person I ever knew that was like my age was 4'9". Maybe a little peach fuzz. Oh, this is a really hard silhouette to make appealing. Could I do him leaning? Yeah, he should be leaning over to the side a bit more. I'm sure this is so fun to watch me with my very, very messy sketch style that you can't even follow anything. Okay, so this arm is down like that to get a nicer silhouette. And then we'll have to move his head to be like that. Yeah, so he's looking more at us. Liam, I sent some images on Discord of a pimp hat in your server. Nice. So much fun. Thank you so much. Elliot, did you just tip $150 and then thank me? Boy, get your priorities straight. Thank you. Thank you. It is financial support like that that is going to make this game and my just entire dream come true. He's like, draw me like one of your French girl. Hades is a lover of the arts. And he just wants Leo DiCaprio to notice him. So then we can do like, is that how that would look? Oh, now he looks like he's mewing. Ew. Maybe it'll look less like that if I have him holding his other arm like this. Wow, yeah, he really just looks like he's trying to seduce you right now. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I'm not gonna bother with this hand right now. Just have it generic and blocky. We'll get back around to that. You guys have to trust the process. It doesn't look like it's working right now. It's all about iteration. I sent them because you asked for someone to look it up, so I did. Yeah, I appreciate that. The chin dab. Wasn't the underworld theorized to literally be in France? Really? Was that like back in the days of yore, back in actual Greek mythology days, they thought it was in France? Because the entrance to the underworld is on the northern coast of the Mediterranean Sea in a lot of depictions of the Odyssey's journey, which is the opposite way. So France literally is hell? Well, I don't know about that. I've heard working in France is great. Apparently it's an awesome, like, work culture and work environment. Oh, so he is one of the French girls. I see where you guys were going with this. Okay. Draw me like one of your French girls. Did she say that because... I guess he must mention earlier in the movie that he draws French girls like that, but that's a weird specification. Or did he, like, go to France specifically to draw females at one point? It's been a long time since I watched Titanic. Although, oddly enough, me and my family just, like, happened to watch Titanic on the 100th anniversary of the Titanic's crash. Like, it's sinking. None of us knew. We found out days later that the anniversary had come and gone, and we were like, didn't we, like, just randomly decide to watch the Titanic that night? It's crazy. And I'll never forget me and my brother and two of our friends were watching it, and when the explicit scene came on, my mom couldn't find the remote, and so we just watched her scrambling around the room trying to find it desperately before the scene came, and we were like, what are you doing? What's wrong? Why do you need the remote so bad? She sees drawings of his drawings of naked French women. Ah, okay. Is she, like, jealous of him? Or does she... I guess she more just thinks, cool, I want one of me. Or was she just trying to seduce him and that was just her smooth pickup line? How does one grab their own elbow? Thumb would be up over a little bit. That looks weird. But it always does. And then the fingers would go like... No, one of the fingers becoming... I think she was just trying to seduce him. Yeah. Damn, imagine being a French girl. Deanne, I have it on good authority that you happen to be French. So, not to out you or anything. I'm sorry if that was a surprise you were saving for people. But girl, you French. And I'm very sorry about that. I say that as a Canadian. My country is technically half French. But it's really just Quebec. It's so weird to me that we're a bilingual country when it's really... Well, I shouldn't say it's weird. It's like... It's not like Germany or something like that where, yeah, everyone also speaks English even though it's mostly German. Here it's just one specific place speaks French. And that place doesn't even want to be part of Canada. At least they did in a while back. I don't know if the Quebecois are still trying to, like, get out. I don't know why I'm speaking Canadian politics at you guys. This has got to be so entertaining. Aren't y'all adults, though? Why is she scrambling to find the remote before that scene? No. This was... Oh, crap. When did the Titanic sink? This was in the 2010s. I was probably... I was a lot younger. Alexa, when did the Titanic sink?
The Titanic was completed on April 2nd, 1912, and it sank on April 15th, 1912 after hitting an iceberg.
Okay, so it would have been in 2012, so I would have been, yeah, 10 years old. So, yeah, she didn't necessarily want to see me, or didn't want me to see the car scene. Y'all know what I mean, I'm sure. Okay, so we've got a basic pose down. Is that leg a little too high, though? I don't know. It is actually. I like to hear you talk about literally anything. Y'all are so nice. Oh, doing this job, my ego is going to be kept in check. So hard. I guess that's what the Elden Ring streams are for. You guys definitely put me in my place in the Elden Ring streams, so... Okay, now it looks like he's actually laying down. I think the leg high up gives more of a floating vibe. But we could just kind of... No. Could lower him even more. Yeah. Kind of like that. Bro, you just set off my... I set off your... Alexa, sorry. I didn't mean to. Ah, yes, the Canadian, the Diet French. That's fair. We're the Diet French, we're the Diet Americans. We're just a big old mixing bowl of diet sodas. Of cultures. It's wild how young Canada is. We're only like 150 years old. You Europeans got thousands of years. It's crazy, man. Man, he's doing quite the torso twist here, isn't he? You know, I could do this kind of sexy pose, but then it wouldn't look like he's floating very much. Ah. I mean, it makes sense that it's hard to put together floating pose because people don't tend to float. I saw someone refer to Canadian French as yeehaw French once. Yeehaw French? What does that mean? Why do we get cowboy monikers? I'm gonna go to bed now. It's already 11:30. Okay. That's fair. Good night, you full calorie French. If I may give a suggestion, maybe make the back leg a little lower probably to where you can't really see it where it connects to the hip. Yeah, but then he's like doing a full torso twist. That looks awkward as hell. Center of the torso going from here to there. Ouch, my spine. It doesn't look terrible. Full calorie, I guess I'm too sweet. Oh my god. Master of spinning anything into a compliment. I can appreciate that. I can respect that. I more meant not diet. What would the opposite of diet be? What is the opposite word to diet? Not not diet, regular, I guess just regular. Coca-Cola light, Coca-Cola normal. There was this one clip I saw. It was from some show, like, I don't know what it's called. It's like My 600-Pound Life or something like that, where they were, these two very large women were talking about their diet and go, oh yeah, you know, Mama always said, I think they were very southern too. Mama always said, you know, if you drink a sody pop, you gotta drink a diet sody pop to even it out. Yeah, no wonder they were large. How would yeehaw be as a French version? Yee wee wee. Wee ha. Alright, I've stalled for long enough, guys. We need to actually come up with a Hades design now. Do we go with Pimp Hat? That is the question. Does our man have a pimp hat? Or like a helmet? Oh yeah, where do we put his bident here? I mean, we could just have it kind of floating next to him. No, because he's loyal, he's no pimp. Is he loyal? I've never thought of Hades as a paragon of, like, good husbandry. Huh. Yes hat? Pimp hat or a cloak or both? Ooh, a cloak. Okay, we gotta be really careful not to just make him a pimp. Like, we can't give him a cane or something. No hat, yes helmet. Alright. Elliot has spoken. Well, what kind of helmet do we go with, then? Helmets are difficult. Like... Wah. He's one of the best husbands in Greek mythology, actually. Really? Oh, he just isn't in any adaptations. Because doesn't he, like, steal Persephone? And force her to marry him? Or no, was she was promised by Zeus or something? Do we give him devil horns? That seems a bit on the nose. But really, he's a good husband. That's crazy to me. I guess it's really hard not to think of him as a bad guy. But I really love the interpretation of just misunderstood, has an important job to do. Just because people don't like it doesn't mean he's bad. Stealing your wife was okay if you had consent from the father, apparently. Oh, how far we've come. Yeah, but he still treated her really well from what I've read. Okay. Making the best of a bad situation. There's a movie like that. I forget what it's called. 365 Days, I think. And it's literally just about a guy kidnaps a girl and then eventually makes her fall in love with him. I guess it was just kinky Beauty and the Beast, really. Modern day. That's one interpretation. Hades ain't evil. Yeah, he's just got a job to do that most people don't like. Okay, this helmet is not helmeting properly. But also, I don't know what kind of helmet to give him. He just looks like Juggernaut. Yeah. Part of the process is figuring out what doesn't work. Big undos. I want to put a spear in here somewhere, but where? Where makes sense? Really, the only place I can think of is kind of crossing him up here. We'll roll with it for now. As long as we're certain we want a spear. That seems to be his traditional weapon, but... Well, I guess Epic has normally given people... Liam, give me a character from Epic to draw. If you give me a character too complicated, I will descend from your vents and steal all your food. Okay. Okay, we want a spear. A character from Epic to draw. Draw for me, Liam Davidson, a picture of I want a Winion trying to... Oh, thank you so much, Defender Roy. Welcome. I would say I want you to draw me a Winion trying to wield Eurylochus's big-ass sword. That seems like a funny image. So, spear is something like... Come on. Don't you love the undo button? I find myself all the time on iPad, you just tap with 2 fingers to undo when I'm drawing in real life, like doing traditional sketching and stuff. You have no idea how frequently I find myself double tapping just a piece of paper and expecting something to happen. And then going, thank God nobody saw that. Oh, this is going to be hard, but I shall try. Winions aren't hard to draw. They're just simple little guys. Now, how you would make it successfully wielding a sword 7 times its size, yeah, that might be difficult. Okay. Okay, this spear is kind of coming together. Do-do. Do-do. Looks like a tuning fork right now. It's what he dings to get his note before his rap battle. You can choose whichever you want to do. Oh, my second suggestion could be that his arms are crossed and one hand is up on his chin, while the other is crossed hand on his bicep. Is this an open drawing challenge? Yes! Everyone... Oh, hello, Confused Luck. Welcome. Anyone who can draw? Yes, this is my challenge. I want you to show me how a Winion could wield Eurylochus's sword, and then go post it in the art channel on Discord. I might even show some off on TikTok. Ooh, okay, people are discovering us on TikTok. That's awesome. That's awesome. Welcome everybody coming in from TikTok. Yes, thanks to everybody following. That's amazing. Oh, I love you guys so much. We're designing what Hades might look like in Epic. And it doesn't look like much right now. Just a sexy boy trying to float. Is anyone here going to Tegan Early's thing in Chicago? I just bought tickets for that, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna meet like Meadow and Casper and Mortius and all the epic content creators. That's gonna be so exciting. But yes, my challenge to anybody, this is a great time to join stream. Heck yeah. Imagine it being like Cloud holding the Buster Sword. Yeah, it's gonna look ridiculous. It's gonna look bizarre. What is, Defender Roy, what does the little crown next to your name mean? Why is your name blue in my chat? I'm simply curious. I do not know much about Twitch and how it works. Unrelated question, what time is it for you? It is currently 5:38. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. It's a Prime thing? Oh, Twitch Prime. Cool, cool, cool. What do we think about, like, a glowing crystal in the spear? Is that overdone? That kind of just makes it look like a... kind of like a trident. And it wouldn't be practical for stabbing, would it? Well, you guys can let me know. Maybe like a circular... little floating deal. Have some jewels embedded in this thing. Because he's also... You can never overdo glowing crystals. Understood. Isn't he also like the god of jewels and riches? Or is that just a Percy Jackson thing? I have a vague recollection of a character, I think his name was Nico or something, where he could just... One of his powers was he could just summon jewels and gems from the ground. Which sounds nice for us, but in an adventure setting like that... I don't know, maybe they were cursed or something. That sounds sort of familiar. It's weird that I am live on TikTok, because it won't let me monitor it from my computer. So I cannot see. I'll have to look into that, but I can't see anything like. It's not Nico. It's Hazel. Okay. Nico is he? He has to do with the dead, right? He can like summon skeletons or something. Anyways, we're gonna make this a really ostentatious, gaudy weapon. Amazon Prime gives you a free sub for having an Amazon subscription. I have an Amazon subscription. I should look into that. Nico and Hazel are siblings, right? Sibling children of Hades. Alright, now this is looking bizarre, but hey, if it works, we're just gonna futz around until it looks like a cool design. And we can really lean into bizarro JRPG kind of weapon designs, because that's epic, baby. That's just what epic is. All you do is connect your Amazon account to your Twitch account and boom, good to go. Well, thank you. I will have to look into that. This spearhead might be overdesigned. And I'm definitely not stalling, because I don't want to think about this helmet and how it might work. So don't even worry about that. You just got here, what's going on? What's going on is we're designing what we think Hades could look like in Epic. Not canon at all, just fan designs of what we think it would be cool for him to look like. No, that's too much. That's too much. We could make it into like a single spear, but with that double spear design if we do something like that. But an actual diamond that looks kind of right and not wonky. That's kind of neat. I'm going to keep that unless people start yelling at me otherwise. It's so good to have everyone here. I'm having so much fun with this. Originally, I was going to design Artemis. In Epic, but we had a very, very generous donor suggest Hades, so we pivoted. Okay, people seem to like this. Cool. Cool. Well then, I don't think we should have too much going on the shaft, but we will have a little bit of, I don't know, something down at the end here. I love designing weapons and not having to think about logistics of how they might actually work. No, this should be sharp. Or me. What do you say? Love Luke's voice. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone with as wildly different a singing voice as he has a speaking voice, though. Is that too butt pluggy? Nah, that looks fine. Well, maybe we do that. Yeah, then it's kind of like a gem. I'm the pivot master. An odd title, but if you take pride in it, then who am I to tell you it's weird? I'm gonna do that. And, oh, I'm still on eraser. That, and that, and that. So it's like gripping it. It's clutching the ball. Yeah. Kind of looks like a little guy in a helmet. Haha! Was the donor Casper Fox? No. You would think so. The donor was Elliot Games. Yeah, Casper... Oh, I'm so excited to hear his music he's making about Hades. I don't think he's, like, writing a Hades musical. I don't think that's how you would put it. I think he's just making a playlist of, like, you know, Hades myth-inspired music. But I am so excited to hear it. It's crazy how many people have started writing music about this, inspired by Jay. Like, I know Arwen is writing a musical about the Trojan War, like from the perspective of the Trojans, which is a really cool twist. Well, not a twist, just a really cool, you know, not kind of standard thing you see. I guess I just described a twist. But not how people typically, not who people think of as the good guys. And now Casper's doing Hades stuff. Is there anyone else writing? Oh, someone, I forget her name. Grace? I think Grace, I'm not going to say her last name because I don't think I fully remember it. But there's someone doing a Caesar musical, a musical about Caesar. And she is super talented. I'm loving watching the progress of that on TikTok. Grace Yurchuk, I want to say. Something like that, if you want to go find her. She's got really cool stuff. Okay, I simply must stop designing this, except for one more thing. Something really cool I like on some weapons is on spears and stuff. When you have, how do I do this? You have wraps like this, like, little wraps, and then like dangly bits, those swooshies. Except we're gonna do that, and then yeah, and then we get that nice. Okay, now it just looks like the spear is shrugging, but now we get like a nice dynamic floaty 0G kind of effect. I'm down for that. Grace Yurchuk? Okay, that is it. Good, yeah. Everyone go check her out. She's cool. Do we want two? I guess there would be two, but we want probably one to be smaller than the other. So we'll say, like, maybe there's a knot there on the other side, and then wow. Cloth. Yeah. Easy way to make anything dynamic. Trying to sketch out this Winion relic sword, and I may need to make the Winion super small to fit the size of the crowd. Oh, the size of the sword, sorry. Yeah. Make him tiny. It's supposed to be him. It's supposed to be a Winion trying to wield a sword that's like 10 times his size. And struggling. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with this spear now. Except for something down here. Something to break up the monotony just a little bit. It's so cool. I very rarely get to, like, talk through my design process. I think it's actually going to really help me as an artist to, like, voice what I'm thinking when I make certain decisions and be able to look back on that. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. At least somewhat. There. Yeah, that's a spear. I love how this pitchfork has the imagery of a spear with the floating bit at the tip. It's super cool. Yeah! It's sort of... It is just a spear, like a single pointed spear, but it has that double bident energy, you know? Okay. We actually have to draw Hades now. Unfortunately. Okay. So that begs the question, what does Hades look like? The temptation is always there to give him, like, a goatee to look like the devil. But my first suggestion was maybe instead of holding his elbow, he could just have his hand underneath his elbow and his hand is closed and his elbow is supported by his wrist. Oh, like that. That does give more of an aloof feel, so we'll try it. We'll get, no, not get rid of the spear. We're going to duplicate this layer in case it doesn't work out. And delete your art. That's what Drawfee always says. Delete your art. And then do, like, an open palm. I'm making an Odyssey game called Homer's Voxel Sea. Oh, is it going to be like voxel style? Like a bunch of cubes? That's cool. Oh, I want to check that out. Are you going to be making, like, devlogs or something about it that I can follow? god, how would a dangly hand look? That is a square finger. Oh boy. Yeah, that kind of works. His thumb would be back here. And that's kind of gross. Maybe just... His thumb would kind of be like that anyway, so you wouldn't really see it. Cool, cool, cool. This would be his pinky, so this should be longer. I shouldn't be worrying so much about details like this right now. I need to focus on the design. I'm just realizing that the Discord link that's in my YouTube description probably is not the right one. It's probably expired and not the new one that I made that is actually functional. But if you go in the link tree, you should be able to find it there. Everyone who's drawing this Winion Eurylicus sword challenge should definitely join the Discord and show it off there. I really want to see all of them. Okay. Do we like open hand or grabbing? Yeah, open hand. If he's floaty, he needs to have that. It should be more on his wrist, though. I think that was the right call. You didn't see the first one, so I'm resending it. Weapons are so cool. I gave Polites the coolest spear ever. That it would be actual hell to wield in battle. It's supposed to represent the clash between his and Poseidon's ideologies, but also symbolize how they're both unhealthy in similar ways. See, weapons can say so much. Including, but not limited to, how the hell do you wield this? I do like to try to at least somewhat think of how easy something would be to wield when designing a weapon, but sometimes you gotta go for the cool factor over actual, you know, functionality. Okay. I'm realizing I don't like this camera angle. You can't see all the cool stuff, but then I have to move more over here. Ah, well, that's fine. I might be too bright now. I don't know. Oh, yeah, let me join. Yeah, everyone who can art, and even those of you who don't think you can art, but can art, and even of those of you who don't think you can art and, I don't know, maybe can't art, everyone should draw a Winion with a sword. Maybe instead of him grabbing his chin, you can have an open palm with some blue flame in his hand. Like doing that with the... I don't know if we can... I don't know. Blue flame is such a Disney's Hades thing. I don't want to step on any toes there. It seems like it's been done. Ah, thank you. Elliot just posted the Discord link. In the Twitch chat, at least. Okay. It doesn't look like he's necessarily resting on it, but we'll say it's okay for now. I usually leave face for last, honestly. Drawing faces is hard. You know, you'd have a nose. Oh god, that's hooked. You'd have a nose, and eyes would be somewhere like here, and a mouth would be like... He seems like he should be grumpy. Maybe since it's an underworld god, he could be using a sickly green flame. That's true. I feel like the underworld in Epic, at least like the Epic, at least like the Underworld sagas, oh my god, words aren't wording. The Underworld saga's cover is like a really grayish blue kind of feel. Like a soul would be like grayish, maybe a little bit of lighter, like something like that kind of feel. If we give him a different kind of color flame, or do we even do flame at all? The great thing about designing epic characters is you can move so far away from what's already been established. Would it even be flame, or like could we lean more into that? Almost, I feel like the Underworld cover looked almost oozy. Like it looked almost like strands of goop, which was so cool. Really desaturated and viscous looking. This won't capture it exactly, but it was just that kind of vibe. Not necessarily flame, but like flowy bits. Almost like pale water. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stalling again. Back to sketching. So we've got him here. Maybe it's just pure necrotic energy. Yeah. Yeah, we could lean more into the death side than the hellish side. Posted a concept sketch? Oh, amazing. I'm probably going to check it out after the stream. Wah. So sad. Could give him like a smirk. Oh god. His face is too high up, I think. He looks so silly. Maybe like a cocked eyebrow. That seems like something he'd do. He seems very confident. What if it was a soul he was holding? Kind of like a will-o'-the-wisp way. Ooh, I like that. I wonder if I could twist this arm to be like holding something out in his palm. Like like that. That could be something, right? Does that look awkward? That's kind of awkward. Well, then it kind of looks like he's making a deal too, which is neat. Or he's like, you want this back? I kind of like that. Maybe we roll with that. Okay. We're going to do another duplicate for safety. I rarely ever go back to those, but it's nice insurance. It's peace of mind. So we will get rid of this. And then Lamau, he has a third hand now, apparently. When you are God of the Underworld, you can have as many hands as you want, man. You know how many bodies you can steal hands from in the Underworld? It's an all-you-can-take hand buffet. We'll close off his head there a bit. I don't like how this head is looking. Oh, God. That's a cheekbone. That's too sharp. Ugh, we'll come back to this. I hate heads. I hate heads so much. Give it a face kind of like the ones in the Underworld cover. Yeah, I was thinking of having it have like a screaming face. Now I kind of want him to be like resting on his spear. If that makes sense. Like, let's see if I can... Yo, Bitter Snails, what's up? Oh no, do you have another headache? No. Could I have him leaning on his spear at all? Like, maybe the other way? The other way feels weird, but it frees up space. It could be a bunch of faces. Oh, it could be a bunch of faces. Let's see. Now there's a question about the face. Facial hair, mustache, beard, goatee, what we feeling? I like that nowhere in there, I guess you say facial hair with a question mark, but everyone just always assumes Hades must have facial hair. Oh, I forgot we're going with the long hair, too. I should put that in so we're not looking at this bald guy for a while. I don't know. I really like the idea of him leaning on his spear while floating, but... Man. That looks strange. It would have to be... It would have to be the head of the spear, like, at the top, right? That just makes sense. I would have to expand him out, and I wouldn't want his hand that we're about to draw to cover the weapon. Let's draw the hand first. We'll come back to the spear if we need to. And which means I probably want to move him over. Like that. Maybe shrink him down a bit. And then hand out like this, resting on his spear. Could probably have to redraw that to make it work. Yeah, at least somewhat. This feels like all of this needs to be turned a little if I want to do this. Why not do a hand... Why not do a hand on other side holding the bident? We could. There's something really cool, though, about your weapon just floating beside you. And we could turn it like that. Oh, this is such an awkward pose. We just need... I feel like we're missing a key ingredient to make it all come together. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It always looks bad before it looks good. And then we would have the hand, dealio, with a soul like that. That looks like Hermes. That looks like a Hermes pose. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I kind of think the floating spear behind him is cooler. Like, just floating there for whenever he's ready to use it. Maybe his other hand would rest on his face? How would... This would need to be resting on something. Or else... Yeah. Huh. Yeah, now that I'm looking at this again, it looks like he's... Alright. There is something we can try if we just want to look around at poses for a bit. Okay. What do we want? What do we want this to look like? Kind of in a cheeky, cocky way? Yeah, something like that. So we're gonna pose this mannequin out so we can figure out what kind of pose we want. Okay. We've got him floating a bit. Oh, like on his cheek. Okay, okay. I think I want him turned up a little. And then we had... Come on, we had, like, this leg. No. Yeah, this leg up. And bent a little. And this leg up and over. And turned at the hip a bit. Let's not break his leg. Down. What app is that? I think this is called Just Sketch Me. There is like a premium version, but this usually just gets the job done when I'm brainstorming poses and stuff. It's pretty useful. Yeah, I got that floaty leg. And then we want his torso twist around so he's facing you. I'm gonna be right back. Bathroom break. Head tilted up. Okay. I think he should be bent a little more. And then we can tilt everything like that. Yeah, that's an aloof pose. Aloof. So, there's no great way of doing this. So this is kind of the pose we have right now. I guess I can maybe take this up. Yeah, okay, that could work. Move that and tilt this like there. Twist it around. Hand is down. So this is the pose we're working with now. And we want something more like this. And yeah, that looks awkward. Right? That looks fairly awkward. So, the solution... Ah! I dropped my pencil. The solution would be... Okay, let's say we want to focus on having him holding a soul. Could we get away with just having his arm out like this? No. Would we want it coming at us a bit? Like that, and like that, like he's offering it? That's what it looks like. What are the chances of a sassy hand on hip? That doesn't feel like it fits Hades, does it? If we have... Oh god, that's not his hip. It looks like he's pregnant. Yeah, I think it looks awkward. Oh, it definitely looks awkward, which is why we're gonna try to find it here. Okay, that's not quite on your hip, buddy. But it showcases... What do we... Ah! Jump scare hand. Down. Mpreg Hades? What does that mean? Like, is that a file format? Like JPEG? Or MP4? If MP4 and JPEG had a baby? I can't think what that would be a typo from. Down, or like that. Oh, male pregnant. Okay. That's not right. It would have to be way more chillaxed, if that's what we were looking for. Way more back there. That. No, it's something way worse than that? Oh god. Worse. Maybe both hands reaching towards the viewer like he's gonna snatch your soul? Like he's a little greedy motherfucker? I want. Gimme. Aw, now he just looks like he needs a hug. Poor guy. He just wants your love and affection. And by that he means your soul. That's his love language, is give me your soul. Huh. Okay, wait. What about this? What about... Hold on. Hear me out. I'm going to cook for a second. You guys are just going to have to wait in the kitchen for a sec. So we do this. Uppy's motion. Hades wants Uppy. He wants back on Olympus. Zeus. Hades is hungry. Okay. We do like a cocky leaning on head. And then this arm is down and doing soul stuff. We could turn it up. Have him... Ooh, okay, this is something. Try getting the arms closer and the hands like in a claw. Oh yeah, we could. I'd give you uppies, Hades. You guys are so nice. You would give Hades uppies? That's all he wants. Poor Hades. I didn't even know this man wasn't an Olympian. That's so sad for him. You deserve better, my boy. How about wildly popular worldwide game? Would that make you feel better? An incredibly widespread roguelike? Ooh, okay. We're doing something here. It's not giving floating as much now. We might have to tilt up the hips or something. But we could have a soul in this hand here. And make 2 of them? Wait, 2 of what? Make 2 of them. I don't know what that means. But yeah, what do we think about having Hades 1 and 2? Oh, yeah, the 2, right. That makes sense. Okay, this is maybe looking like something. I think these would need to be adjusted a little bit to look a little less forced. And then got to get back to driving. You're driving? Do not watch this stream while driving. Bad, Isabel. Okay, is that how that hand would work though? This could be something. What about... Ooh, hold on. Hold on a second. I think we found it. Oh, I think it just fell right into place. Holding a soul up like that. Yeah, let's make him flamboyant as fuck. Oh, yeah. We gotta fix this. Ha! Oh my god! Yes! See, you just gotta play around with it until it just falls right in your lap like that. Oh my god. And then he can be holding a soul up like that. And then maybe we could have the spear going... Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing here. But spear going across in this way. Okay. Okay, that's our boy. That's our boy. Alright, let's take this. Increase the field of view a bit. Get that nice... Well, do we want foreshortening quite that much? Maybe not. Well, no, maybe not. We found it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we got him. Okay. I really like the idea of Hades just being such a little jokester and doesn't care about anything. People just trying to get him to do his damn job. Alright, we're gonna go... Yoink! Take a screenshot there. And then we're going to start on a new canvas. Well, we're going to duplicate this canvas so we can keep the recording. But we're just going to destroy this. And insert that. Okay. I'm liking this. I feel like we are on the right track. Oh, I should have kept the spear. I'll bring the spear back over. But that is our base pose. So we can now steal it. And like that, and like that. There are the arms. Hand back like that. This arm up. And hand in an open pose. We'll have the chest kind of like that. And then, okay, the legs, we gotta get them nice thick thighs down. And then the foot, which, would we have him in boots or sandals? I don't know. What would Hades wear? Okay. That is a decent basic pose to work from. We might need to make him a bit lankier. Just because that's how I picture him. And always have. Thank you again, Elliot, for your crazy donation. This is awesome. Sandals X boots? What is Sandals X... Oh, God. What would that even look like? Like... Let's say this is... I don't know, a foot. Everyone, bear with me and pretend for a second that this is what a human foot looks like. Sandal boot would be like... The boot would start up here, go down, and then I guess would have to, like, taper off like that. Wait a second. Are we revolutionizing fashion? The sandal goes out like that. And then we can erase whatever's inside the boot. Hold on, we might be actually cooking here. So that's a toe. And then that would be like a strap that goes like that. Hold on. Is this amazing? Could this be sandal boot? Sandal, what would it be called? Suit or bandle? I don't know, what would it be called? The shandle. Shoe sandal. Well, no, it is a boot. But we would have to make it actually look like a boot, kind of. Snoot or botall? A snoot is really good. Could we just call it a snoot? Like S-N... Like a snoot? Or is that a thing? No, it would have to be snoot. Sandal boot. Is this what Hades should have? That's so dumb, but I really like it. Oh, yeah. We could even attach this. This is so stupid. I'm having to convince myself that this wouldn't be really comfortable. Well, if any of you watching are fashion designers, you can just, like, have this for free, you know. I need no credit or compensation if you were to create the snoot. I think it'd just be really cool to have this on the marketplace. Hashtag give us the snoot. It must exist. Someone should look up if people must have combined boot and sandals before. And I wonder if they came up with the same thing as us. I don't see what else you could really do. And there are sandals that are kind of similar to this where they just don't have this front half. Hashtag give us the snoot. You're a costume designer? And this looks ridiculous. Ridiculous? What do you mean? I think it looks sexy. I think someone pulls up to a date in this, green flag. Huge green flag. I come back and get jump scared by a foot. What's going on? We designed Hades' footwear, the snoot. It's a sandal boot. For those times when, you know, you want to let the dogs breathe, but you need to be able to tuck your pants in because the bottoms are fraying. I can't really think of any other use cases. Because mainly boots are good at covering the foot, and mainly sandals are good at not covering the foot. They don't synergize well. except when it comes to objective aesthetic fashion. It looks spectacular. Okay, I don't know why I just spent like 5 minutes designing that. No, it's staying for now. The Snoot gets put up on a holy pedestal. We're going to drop this guy down. And we're going to go fetch the spear, because I liked that. Why would you tuck your pants in? Are you crazy? People tuck their pants into their boots sometimes, right? Right? It's kind of a thing, but our design is better. Oh, okay. What are the others? What are the other designs like? What could they possibly do that creates a better product than what we made? I defy you to find one single problem with the Snoot. Yeah, you tuck. Okay, okay. I, like, exclusively wear boots. I wear Blundstones, and that's, like, it. So I definitely don't tuck my pants into my Blundstones, though. But surely, like, work boots. People must tuck their pants into, like, their jeans into their work boots when they're doing, I don't know, work. Combat boots? Combat boots are cool. Combat boots are sick as hell. We'll find where this spear goes later. For right now, it's going to just sit there in the ether. Let's give him actual limbs instead of just lines. Even though it's all just lines when you think about it. Don't think about it too hard, though. Hades. Hades is a little stinker. I wear sandals everywhere for everything except school. Then I wear sneakers. Boots suck. I can respect that. I can respect that. I definitely... Sandals are cool. In the tier list of footwear, sandals are definitely up there. I wonder what that tier list would look like. Like, what's the worst footwear there is? What would you guys say is the worst footwear that you can wear? I guess just, like, bare feet doesn't leave you prepared for a lot of encounters. Like, you're kind of screwed if you need to cross gravel. Opinions on socks and sandals? I don't like it. Some people say it's okay with, what's that particular brand? Birkenstocks? But I don't think that looks good. If you're gonna wear sandals, you gotta commit. Thin heels? What are thin heels? Oh, like stilettos with the really, like, pencil thin bit there. Those just seem... If it's Crocs, then okay. I don't think Crocs are considered sandals. Like, so I see socks and Crocs all the time. I had a friend who had Crocs that were, like, fluffy on the inside. They were meant to be, like, indoor Crocs. That was crazy. Jeez. Where do I start here? Let's pencil in a sole for him to be holding. Like that. Yeah, those heels should not be a thing. Yeah. As soon as you step on, like, any kind of softish ground, like, if you go on grass, you're just gonna sink, aren't you? Slippers suck? Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think about slippers. I don't personally use them. They can be nice on, like, cold days at the cottage, I guess. But I don't find myself longing like, oh man, I really wish I had my slippers here. Okay, this just looks like fire right now, but it won't. Eventually. Which is the important part. So we can maybe just smudge it up a bit for now to indicate that. Ooh, spooky. I wear flip-flops with socks at home because my feet weird, and I'm not going to get into that because that would be TMI. Good call. Very good call. Flip-flops and socks? Can you even do that, though? Don't the flip-flops have the, like, the bit that has to go between the toes? How can you do that with socks? Okay. Oh, I don't have cold days or a cottage. Maybe I just don't understand it. Yeah, maybe that's a uniquely Canadian thing. Cottages and cold days. Our heat just broke. I love the cold, so the heat just broke it at my place, and I'm honestly not complaining. I don't really ever use it. But when my mom's here, she's not a fan. That. You hate the cold? Nah. The cold you can bundle up against. If it's hot, I mean, there's only so naked you can get. Clothes can only help you so much when it's hot. Yeah, Elliot likes the cold too. All the cool people like the cold. Cold as Pog. Now I'm questioning it. Okay, we wanted a Hades helmet. What would a Hades helmet look like? I think he should have cool, like, pauldrons or something. I've never stalled so hard on a drawing before. Like... that's still, like... too devilly. How cold does it get during the winter there? Okay, well, first of all, I don't know what Fahrenheit is. Saying a number and Fahrenheit means absolutely nothing to me, because in Canada we use real units called Celsius. Oh, right, long hair. Let's start with that. We could do, like, flowing behind him like this. Is that too long? Maybe. We could do... Okay. I'm sorry, guys, but the snoot is a little distracting up there. We could do hair like that. That kind of works. And then a little... I don't know, out like that a bit. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. That seems really thick, but maybe we're okay. Freedom units are the only units? Nah. It's bizarre to me that you guys use the units you do. Celsius is actually based on something. 0 is when water freezes. 100 is when water boils. What the heck is Fahrenheit based off of? Exactly. Oh, I really am liking this interpretation of Hades so far. I think the hair is really going to set him apart. I agree with the nah I have converted. Ha! Even the Americans are on our side. I think we need hair to be a bit bigger up here. Bigger-ish. It's based off your mom. I've been so had. I've been so gotten. Damn. Someone better tell my mom. I'm gonna have to be the one to break the news to her that Fahrenheit is based off of her. I hope she takes it well. Hair can be so many ways. That's a sentence. Okay, well, it's the British's fault that we don't use it because British pirates stole the samples that they sent us to get to switch over. That's a pretty weak excuse. That's kind of lame. You guys really couldn't come up with a better system without having it handed to you? Pfft. Pfft, I say. What do we think about, like, this really messy hair? I guess he's gonna have a helmet on, so maybe I shouldn't. I don't know about the open hand holding his head. Maybe have his fist holding his head up or holding his head by his cheek, or maybe a loose fist, but I don't know if it's just me feeling this. Closed fist. Closed fist seems so aggressive or like thinking. Oh, Elliot, are you digging the messy hair? Because we could go helmetless. If we so desired. Need to think about how to actually do this hairline. Hades with bedhead. Yeah, I like the idea of him being like a slacker who doesn't take anything seriously. Okay, cool. His head is too big. I'll say that right now. That's what we get for going off the mannequin. Give him a little shrinkage. It's a bit better. Might have to just move it all down. Yeah, that's why he doesn't take part in Epic. He's a slacker. He doesn't care. He just doesn't give a damn. Doesn't give a damned. No one's checking up on him to see if he's up to code or anything so he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, exactly. They just sent him down there to run in this kingdom, and so yeah, you're just gonna trust him? Nah, he's gonna do what he pleases. But in video game that could change. I mean, yeah. This I'm not thinking too hard about the video game when I'm designing this. There's probably going to be some sort of mechanic where you can, like, if you ever lose a crewmate, you can do some sort of challenge or give something up. Maybe you can give a certain amount of offerings to Hades to bring back a fallen comrade. I know Liam Lol. I've forgotten what that was in reference to. My apologies. Yeah, so we got to lean into this bedhead kind of deal. I wonder if there's a way for me to go back and check all the comments on TikTok afterwards. Okay, fair. On your opinion on the holding fist, his head makes sense. Give him some frizz. Just have random Cheetos stuck to him. Nah. I know Liam Lol, you're not thinking of the game when making this. Very true. Very true. We could have him yawning. He kind of looks like he's in a yawning pose. Or just sort of shrugging or napping. I wonder if we could get... It'd be cool to bring a certain amount of people from the dead. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if we could get the spear in a line like that where he's leaning on it. That seems cool. I would have to shrink everything and tilt this a bit. Am I going to be able to do this? Yeah. And then on that kind of axis right there, let's move him over more and up. I never seen Hades as a slacker. I've always seen him as sophisticated and a hard worker. Like he would only focus on running his domain, which is the underworld and the dead. But that's the great thing about Epic. We're here to change things up and reimagine it. It's so easy to get stuck in how other things depict certain things. You know, man. So we could have him leaning on his spear like that, or no, not really like that. Then I would have to lower his legs somewhat. Which could work, maybe? He can be a hard worker while also being chill as fuck. That's true. That's true. A lot of people just do their jobs well, but don't put much thought into it. Ooh. That's kind of a cool line of action we've got going there. He looks like he's falling. But I'm digging it. We're going to have to give him his toes back here. we sort of took him away. Sorry, bud. Are you looking to protect your entire foot, but not your toes? Then you should try the Sanute. Expertly formulated, so that if anything falls on your toe, you will suffer. I could take the suffering from you. When does a comet become a meteor? Can't believe Jay said my comet theory was correct. Now we know how the show's gonna end. With a big meteor killing everyone. That's so sad. Oh well. They had a good run. Yeah, okay. Now we're cooking here. I think I will want to adjust. Plus, Hades has no interest in conflict or anything, which is probably why he barely gets involved with arguments and battles with his brothers and other gods. Yeah, that's why this, like, aloof, doesn't really care persona really works for him. Because he already doesn't seem to care very much. We'll make these smaller so they fit nicely in there. Yeah! Okay. Okay, now we gotta actually focus on the design a bit more. Nice bed head here. But you're right, we can interpret whatever we want in the Gods and Epic. Exactly! Exactly. I mean, Aeolus in the original Odyssey, I think, is like this kind of hoity-toity king-like entity. And he doesn't help Odysseus afterwards because he was like, yeah, I friggin' told you. Seems a bit nicer in Epic. People can barely care about how they look and work hard. Exactly. I'm working my ass off here, but I still look like this. There's no correlation. I think I'm still in the spear layer. I guess we're merging. Oh well. I'm so excited to see all these Winions with big swords. Oh no, not Aeolus' children. I much like the Winions better. Yeah. Oh yeah, did Aeolus have, like, kids? Is that where the Winions sort of originally came from? Was the idea of Aeolus having a bunch of children? I guess, yeah, there's probably, like, wind nymphs or something. There's always different nymphs, different kinds of nymphs. So many nymphs. Nymphs I can't neglect. Does anybody else hear Odie get kind of British when he's harmonizing with Cersei? Like, I know he doesn't. I know he says can't and she says can't. But every time I hear, I've got people to protect, friends I can't neglect, I always hear him saying can't. The brain is weird, man. Should he have, like, a breastplate or something? Or just, like, a tunic? He seems like he'd want to be in comfortable clothes. So maybe just, like, quick belt. Give him some, like, loose flowing, floaty clothes. I like the idea of, yeah, this guy not being very intimidating and everyone in the underworld just, like, doing what he says because they actually respect him. And he lets them get away with a whole bunch of crap, but what are they going to do? They can't go anywhere. I've got people to... Problem is, I don't necessarily see this, this Hades performing the rap the way Casper does. Well, maybe that's the only time he ever shows passion, is when he raps. He doesn't... Everyone's like, oh, he never sings, he never joins in on our songs in this musical, and then he suddenly busts out the sickest rap you've ever heard. Oh, he had 6 sons, 6 daughters, and he set them up with each other? I don't like that. I don't like that. Now... Okay, this is really coming together. I'm really happy with what we landed on here. Glad we moved away from our original idea. So a nice breezy tunic. We could give him like really big sleeves and make it like a sleeveless tunic. Or that's kind of something. I mean, I imagine it'd be pretty hot in the underworld. He'd want to just like chill. Like he probably, yeah, he wouldn't want sleeves. Because we could also do like flowy sleeves. I think I kind of like the idea of something like that. Really, really baggy sleeveless tunic. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So did we land on a worse footwear? I think we had, someone said Crocs, socks and sandals. What else was mentioned? What about like big winter boots? I guess they serve a purpose. They're not generally fashionable, but it's not all about fashion. There's different things you gotta consider. Oh, slippers. Right. Right. We didn't like slippers. That's true. They're just trying to be socks. Socks already kind of fulfill that niche in the footwear world. Are we looking too much into this? Certainly. Do I care? Certainly not. Ugh, cloth is another thing that's really fun to draw. Just thinking about the way everything flows. And belts. My friend has this running joke that every time she sees me, I'm drawing a belt. And every time she sees me draw now, she goes, "Wait, where's the belt?" I guess I drew belts a lot. Liam, I might go if my headache gets any worse. This shit hurts. Oh yeah, if looking at a screen hurts, then please get out of here. Go drink some water and rest and whatever else you need to do. Do not push yourself with a headache. No one will hold it against you. I don't think he should have like a fancy belt buckle. Just sort of a tied off kind of thing here. Yeah. Yeah. And then I guess he should have like maybe skin tight shorts or something. Yes, thank you for being here though. We definitely appreciate that. Everyone who's come out. It really, really helps. And I love getting to interact with you guys. The layer of Scylla. See, now that we've given him this kind of sleeveless thing, though, it really makes me think that sandals would be the way to go for him. But is that right? Do we do like a really low cut kind of thing? It seems too exposed. Could just be like that. Maybe up a little bit. This is our only way home. Deep down. Okay. Man, now I'm gonna have two gods to render, or maybe give us the Hades cleavage. Boop. There you go. That's all you get. Huh. Oh yeah, and all the gods in Epic have glowy bits. What would be his glowy bit? Just putting it on the spear seems kind of like a cop-out. Give him some more bicep. Oh yeah, we'll definitely beef up his arms, don't worry. We'll give him like a... Not like massive muscles, but like a lean kind of muscle, you know? Like a swimmer's build. Yeah. He's young and hot. Literally. End of the spear. Yeah, we could put the glowing bits on the spear. But, like, we should have it somewhere on his design for when he doesn't have his spear, you know? Like, Athena, some parts of her armor glows. And her helmet. Only sometimes, though. Not all the time. Sometimes the glowing bits are dim. I wonder... We could give him a headband as a nod to Casper. That kind of feels right here, too. Like, your arms? My arms are not this strong. My arms don't look this toned and defined. Someday. Maybe someday. He should have some hair charms that glow. Ooh. Hair charms. Interesting. What about his belt or his hair? What about little accessories? Okay, people seem to be thinking accessories in the hair that glow. Interesting. So what are like would we give him little braids or something that at the end have like a little glowing bangle? Could that work? Is that like a... Do people who have long hair sometimes just do like little braids like that? If they do, that could work. But if that's like a weird thing that never happens... Glowing flower charms to represent Persephone. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Maybe we could just do... Yeah, they do braid. Okay, braids could work. That's something to consider then. Maybe we'll do, yeah, braids. And then... Yeah, pomegranate is like Persephone's symbol, right? He's getting more and more femme, and I love it. So this could be like a glowy bit here. Like a glowing center. And we could do like a braid. Like a braid down here. I like that, his hair just being an absolute mess. He doesn't care. Persephone just likes to braid his hair sometimes, and he's got so much hair, he sometimes just forgets that they're in there. She braids his hair and puts charms in there. That's what I want, man. I want a girl who can just nerd out about my hair and braid it for me. That sounds cute as hell. Yeah, he just forgets that they're there. He takes some of them out. But there's so many in there. How is he supposed to know? How is he supposed to know if he's gotten them all? And then a little bit of hair floppies there. Yes! Oh, guys, this is so good. This is so coming together. Less badass than I thought. But he still looks like he could totally whoop your ass if you step to him. Maybe one more little braid somewhere. Could have one going up like that. Yeah, that could work. There's a proper way to draw braids, but these are so tiny that, like... Am I gonna put in all that effort for just the sketch? I don't think so. I don't think I will. Maybe this one's a pomegranate. But it's small, so you can barely tell. There. Kind of looks like a skull. He looks nonchalant and like he wouldn't fight, but the second you go to fight him, he absolutely whoops your ass. Yeah, exactly. He's just here to chill and have a good time. He's like a beach boy, almost, kind of looks like. Which makes sense. Tartarus is hot. But yeah, if you do, like, force him to fight, he's a mighty strong. We've still got these, like, kind of shoe silhouettes, but I feel like it would look weird to put him in shoes now. He really seems like if anyone's going to have sandals, it should be him. Which means I have to draw feet. Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to stall for a little bit. Try to do a long braid as well. A long braid, like, out the back or something. Or coming out here. Yeah, we could have a braid there. Oh, God. I am really shorthanding these braids now. You guys know that's a braid, right? It reads. It reads. And this charm could be like... Maybe this one's also a little flower. Those split ends. Just give him socks and sandals. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Could we give him socks and sandals? Why would you wear socks in the underworld, though? That would be so uncomfortable. Socks and sandals would look something like that. Ew. Oh, no. The dogs are Cerberus? That'd be a little cute little Easter egg. He only has 3 toes because of the 3 dog heads. Now we'll probably just have to give him feet and sandals. Damn it. If you give him socks and sandals, I will personally hunt you down. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite right for him. He's still just faceless. There. Perfect. Yeah, I gotta do the feet. I know. You could have, like... I don't know what you would call these. Foot bracers? And then sandals. That looks cool. It feels Greekish. You can tell I put a lot of research into these designs. It's like saying why wear a suit in the underworld, but he does in some adaptations. That's true. Socks and sandals almost feels too ungodly, though. Like, that is a uniquely mortal shortcoming. We brought that upon ourselves. No god is responsible for that travesty. So, that, and then give him ankle bracelets. Oh, I love anklets. Maybe we could just give him, like, a little flower charm. Yeah, we could really just lean into, like, the him being an incredible husband part. Like, he just loves his wife so much. Which is weird, because you'd think he would understand Odie and maybe come to his aid. Maybe bring a bunch of men back in 600 strike, like I wish. I want it. I still want... I don't know if I like the asymmetry of having a bracer on one foot and then a bracer on one foot and then an anklet on the other. I still like the idea of giving him like a headband as a nod to Casper. But then does he look too Naruto? No, that kind of works though. Yeah, he's got like beach vibes. Yes, I'll have to come back to the face at some point. I won't be able to ignore that forever. Although I kind of like it right now. Wah. No shot I'd join right as you name drop me. Oh my god, it's Casper! What up, man? We're designing what we think Hades could look like in Epic. And I thought, nobody has championed Hades more than you have. Give the bracer little engravings. Oh, yes, that's true. That's true. We should do that. Casper, maybe you can help me learn how headbands actually frickin' look. Okay. So yeah, we could do bracers with flower designs. I like that. This foot's coming at us more, so that should be nice and curved. Yeah. Can't wait for this to be the album cover of all your Hades songs. This dumb looking boy. I'm so excited for those. You best believe we're having a watch drop party. And then make it a little bit thicker than the leg. Thicker than a sticker. Heavy like a Chevy. Come on, little mama, let me rub up on your belly. I don't know where that came from. I just have a friend who always sings that. Stories from Sticks, that's what it's called. That's right. That was bugging me all day. Stories from Sticks, that's so cool. It's a rad name. Have you made music before? Like, is that something you do a lot? Oh yeah, it does say not canon. So maybe we'll have to change that, because this is definitely what all the songs are going to be about. And then we said like little flower designs potentially on the bracers. I feel like we've got a decent amount of flower imagery. We could give them like a flower necklace. But we don't want to lean too hard into flower, just enough so that we know that like Persephone has some influence on him, but not enough that like he turns into the flower god, you know? So I've done a ton of music, mostly a cappella though. Right. You do a lot of a cappella stuff. So this will be not a cappella, I imagine. Can't wait. Maybe we just leave the bracers kind of like that for now. Okay. I'll finally do the feet. I don't know how to draw feet. So let's get real geometric about this. That would be the bottom of the foot we're looking at. And so that would just be like, for a sandal, a big that. I put the Winion thing in the Discord. Sorry it sucks. No, don't say your art sucks. Everyone always thinks their art sucks, but it's always just getting better. Everyone's going to look back at what they drew a few years ago and say, yeah, that was bad. But at the time, it's good, you know? This is a weird, floppy-looking sandal, but gets the job done. Stories from Sticks is not a cappella, but it would be fun to do an a musical at some point. Though, do you sing? I love singing. Singing is so fun. Music itself is so beyond me. Like, I played, like, you know, fiddle, trombone, piano throughout growing up. Probably fiddle the most. But reading sheet music, could never really get it. And just, yeah, music is the one art that theoretically is so beyond me. I like singing. I don't think I'm terrible at singing, but as soon as you get into any of the technical details, You got anything out? No. No, God, no. If I could I might start singing, like, covers of epic songs and stuff. I would love to compose my own stuff if I knew how. I can, you know, do the AI generated, well, not AI generated, but I could do, like, the mixing on GarageBand and stuff, but that feels cheap. Doesn't feel like I'm actually creating my own music. I did a rap once about a D&D character my friend had. That was fun. Animated it. If you're a big guy, nearby, say goodbye. Gonna make you die, threaten my ally. Give you a black eye, but don't cry, tough guy. Keep those eyes bone dry. Let me specify, simplify, so you don't esquire. Just decide, let me petrify, terrifies, make you jump to the sky. I can jump so high, I can physically fly. So the next time you try, better be prepared to die. That was a fun project. Liam's SoundCloud drop? Oh, God. Oh, God, no. If someone makes the music for me, I will sing. I will sing in it, but I can't make the music. I did just drop the rap verse. Part of it. I'm trying to remember what the other part was. I'm a mercenary for a hire, burning my contract of fire while the flicks are getting higher. And Situation's dire. I'm the one that you'll admire. Sing of me with all your choirs. Don't forget you can respire. And my damage multipliers could take down a whole empire. All the women feel desire at my lack of real attire. A walking humidifier and an evil purifier and a misty rectifier. Man, I'm a pure high flyer. Okay, that was the other part. That was fun. That was my first time doing, like, character animation. I made him sing that, and there was a whole, like, his guide to life thing. Liam, let's chat soon. If you want to make music, I could help you out. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so in. Oh, I would love to make music. And by make music, I mean have someone else make music and me sing. That'd be so cool. Man, this has been a hell of a stream. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you so much. We're probably gonna finish up a few final things here, and then we'll call it for now because we're 2 hours. You gotta go? Okay, yeah, we're wrapping up soon anyway. Thank you so much for coming out. Oh, I can't wait to get off of here and check out all the Winions with the big swords. The collab we never knew we needed. I don't know. I'd be so down. I'd be hella down. I think it'd be really cool to start collabing with people. I feel like I'm not big enough for that yet, but you know, you got to start at some point. Yeah, I guess we're gonna actually have to see these toes. I can't cheat here. Let's see. So it does seem most people are flowing in from TikTok, which means I really got to find out why I can't monitor that on here. I hate to think of how many comments I'm missing. Thank you for streaming. Very cool seeing your process. Thank you. It's a slow process, so it's hard to show all of it in one sitting. I know a lot of people there are artists out there that blow me away with their speed. I am much more of a sit around and undo a million times until something kind of seeming right falls into my lap. Was fun to drop by. Gotta bounce again. Catch you next stream. Hell yeah. And see you soon IRL. Yeah, you're going to Chicago. See you there. Liam, try to put pomegranate designs on the ankle bracers. That's hard, because isn't a pomegranate just like a circle with like kind of a thing at the top? And even then, it just kind of looks like an onion. I know inside they're crazy. Inside they're like, yeah, with a bunch of seeds and stuff. I used to be obsessed with pomegranates. Hated the taste, just thought they were cool. But yeah, a pomegranate design would just look like an onion or something. I don't know if I have the skill to convey that. So that foot is way too chunky. Let's slim that down. That's definitely what a pomegranate looks like. Is it? Uh-oh. That sounded sarcastic. Did I mess up? What does a pomegranate look like? They're just like red orbs until you cut them open, right? And then they've got all the seeds spewing out at you. I think that's... All I remember is grade 3, I brought a pomegranate to class, and for that day, I was the coolest kid. Because nobody had ever seen a pomegranate. And everyone wanted to come by my desk and touch my pomegranate. Wait a second. Oh my god. I forgot this foot is flipped. If it's like... Yeah, his big toe should be pointed towards us. Ah! Because it's crossed up. God damn you, Hades. Get your toes in order. With that... Oh! I was actually somewhat pleased with that foot, and now I gotta undo it all. There's somewhat more than just a circle. A circle with a little, like spiky bit at the top, right? That you can peel. I mean, most fruits are just kind of a circle. And pomegranates aren't doing much to distinguish themselves from the crowd, I think. No, this isn't how this should be. The big toe should be like here, and the other toes should be there. Yes. How do toes? Ah. Would you even see the toenail from this angle? Maybe a little bit. So there's another toe. That. Everything is circles and lines if you think about it. So true. Now you're talking like an artist. Everything is tubes and balls. And that's just the world we're living in. Should this just go right down to here then? Yeah, kinda. I mean, I think his toes need to be longer. But we're narrowing in. Not in Minecraft? Okay. Okay, listen. Minecraft is not real life, no matter what Jack Black would have you believe. Things work differently. I mean, Minecraft Steve, when you really think about it, is just balls and tubes. That's a ball, and then his head is like a tube. This is just going to turn into Roblox. Okay, fine, you win. In Minecraft, things aren't balls and tubes. But in real life, it's balls and tubes all the way down, baby. Yeah. Okay, I don't think you would actually see that. But do a little lumpy there. I think toes, yeah, they kind of get a little lumpy there. I am Steve. I don't know why everyone hates on the Minecraft trailer so much. I think the movie's going to be good. I don't know why they thought they needed to have live action people. I think they could have just animated the whole thing in the style they did without people, and it would have maybe been better. But hey, I'm not a movie director. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt until I see the movie. I think there are times when, yes, you should voice outrage. Like, I think we can all agree that making them change the design for Sonic was for the better, but I don't think it should become standard practice to bully artists into changing their designs. But yeah, those teeth on Sonic really needed to go. God. Okay, now I can strap them up. Like that. Ugh, I gotta call this at some point, but I'm having so much fun with this now that we've actually, like, locked him in. Got a cool design. Alright. That's good enough for now. There's definitely stuff that needs to change, but I am really happy with this Hades. I don't think it's not an interpretation of Hades we've really seen before. I'm proud. I'm happy. And to think today we were originally gonna be drawing Artemis, which I also really love. We'll do both of those some other time. We'll have a rendering stream, maybe next Monday. Next Monday will be the next art stream. Good job, chat. Maybe this Friday too. I don't know. We'll see. And me. Yes, thank you for suggesting this, Elliot, and thank you so much for that insane donation. You are a god amongst men, truly. Truly. I guess I should label this, just in case somehow I forget. Oh yeah, we'll put the Snoot in there for a bit. I'm loving it. Ding. This is... Hey... No, that's too big. Hades. And this is by... Liam Davidson. And I'm going to drop this sketch on Patreon. For anyone who's a Patreon member, you'll get this. And then, you know, the final version as well, when we actually make it. Alright. Thanks everyone for coming out. I'm going to end the stream now. I love you all so much. Thank you especially to Elliot Games. What an actual crazy awesome dude. And